Don't know which ones. Yeah, a couple of A40s. But here's the here's another Morris Minor, but this one's a pickup. Oh, I'm gonna have to put my sunnies back on. It's getting a bit bright. Oh, that's better. Need to have sunnies on in this weather. Here's a Morris Minor van, and this one I've seen before. This one's one that used to be used by British Railways at Hellingly. Oh, pretty local, I should think. Couple of Morris Minor Travellers, 1000 again, so 997 or 998cc A series. Yes, another one here. Right, here's a couple of. That's a really early Morris Minor, but not as early as the MM. But here's another sedan, quite early-ish, I should think. So, although these hardly changed. Here's a couple of Travellers, Morris Minor Travellers. Here's another one there, actually, in light blue. So here's one in green. That one's in white. Here we are, we see a Superminx Estate by Humber. Almost forgot, how silly of me. Here's a 1955 Chevrolet, one of my bit of an all-time favourite car actually. Look at that. I like these. This is brilliant. But if we look up here, we swing round, we see some more Citroen 2CV. So there's a van. It's been turned into a camper, I think. Le Cacadame, that one. Must be an addition, I think. It's a Citroen 2CV anyway. There's a Royal Enfield. Oh, right. But here's another couple of Citroen 2CVs. This one's a 1989 one. I think that's about it for this bit, so I'm going to head down because I've just seen another section with tractors in. But let's just have a look at this and just think, wouldn't it be great if I could buy one of these with a twin turbo big block 6-speed Tremec and controls switched onto the correct side of the car so I can actually drive it correctly in Britain. They make a really good basis for making a street dragster for when you go to Santa Pod and you want to put down a decent time, but you're going to win your class. That's the sort of car you want. But I've also just spotted, and I like these sort of shows, you just end up spotting things. This looks like a Ford Model T pickup with the sort of cover on it, and there's an old school caravan there. But if we look over here, we see a Toyota Land Cruiser, Land Rover Defender, Fordson Major, and looks like another Major here. But then if you look to the right, you sort of say here, you see a Fordson Major diesel. Diesels were quite early on in tractors. Here's a Ferguson, so TEF20 I suppose, or TEA, or is it TE series, so really, if you think about it. Here's a David Brown 885. That's oh, nice. So there's various displays of stuff, sort of how things were done, old school house type things, sort of, you know, it's like you see some of the displays of rural life from way back when, so it's that, like that really. But there's a couple more campers, but I'm going to look at these vehicles first. I'm going to look at these first because these are horticultural. Not as big a horticultural section here, but some good quality ones here. So Wheelhorse B145 electric track, couple of playing machines, or I don't know what they call those. There's a grass cutter around here, Mayfield, with Villiers engine, so it's this one here. If we go up here now, we see a Volkswagen Type 2 just over there. There's a Bedford, I think it's a Pioneer. Here's a Ford Transit camper next to a Toyota Hiace camper. So what's this one here? That looks like a Renault, I think. Camper. So yeah, that's and we get back to the tractors. So I might see if I can catch some displays actually. Catch a couple of displays. But I also got to try and find. I'm going to stop now, but I'm going to land it on this.